Yes, Sarah.
All right.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. I'm guessing there's some printing work going on there.
Unfortunately, I forgot my headset, so
Oh yeah, don't worry.
don't mind me if I can't hear you very well.
Okay, don't worry, that's fine. I'm guessing you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, all right, guys. Welcome to like the very first edition of Kwidex's Maker Series. So essentially, what we are trying to do with this is to showcase the people behind the businesses that are trying to raise money. I mean, we've always been saying that at Kwidex, funding SMBs just got easy, and this is the very first SMB that isn't agriculture. We've been doing agriculture for a long time. This is the very first small business that isn't doing agriculture. We're going to jump into it and go straight into it. Hi, Bright. How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing well, Sarah. How are you doing too?
Yeah, I'm really doing well. It's good to.
That's good.
It's good to have you on this call.
Definitely, it's a pleasure here too as well.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, this is an attempt to showcase what you've been doing to our users. And essentially, what's going to happen is you tell us a bit about yourself, and then we get on to it. So please start by telling us about your business and yourself.
Okay, first of all, my name is Bright Uswentry. I am a graphic designer by profession. I'm also a print expert. I'm also a machine operator when it comes to a large format operation. I hold a BSc in accounting from Central University College.
Okay.
Yes, I'm married. I have 2 kids.
That's nice.
Yes. So basically, that is something small about me. And also, I am also the managing director of Fonstyle. Fonstyle is a digital printing and offset and design business. So what it means is that we do everything from design to print and delivery. So name it, as far as the print industry is concerned, we do everything. T-shirt printing, flyers, posters, banners, we do embroidery, we do screen print, we publish books. So we are a bit of everywhere when it comes to the print industry. We have extensive knowledge. Personally, I have extensive knowledge when it comes to all these things. I design myself, I print myself. I'm able to supervise from print to production to delivery and everything. Currently, I am working with a 3-member team.
Okay.
And then our office is located in Hachu.
All right. Okay.
Where in-house we offer large format printing. We are able to do banners, stickers. We do a bit of souvenirs in-house.
Okay.
We do flyers, we print business cards. We do a bit of, copy and print service as well, passport pictures, just to augment sales and all of that.
All right, that's really cool.
We also have, clients that we deal with aside the working customers that we deal with. So that's basically something small about Fonstyle.
Nice. Yeah, that's quite a lot about Fonstyle. Anyway, so I remember the very first time we got in touch, you were telling us about how you got people from different countries coming to Ghana to print. Can you tell me a bit more?
Yes, I mean, a little research that I did. I mean, whilst I was on campus, I started my business on campus anyway. So, a lot of these African brothers come to Ghana to come and study. So that's when I got to realize that most of these guys come to do their prints here in Ghana. Okay. And then when I got onto the print market itself, I realized that, colleagues of mine and people that I have dealt through on weekly basis, prints are exported from Ghana to Sierra Leone, to Liberia, to Congo Brazzaville, to a few other African countries. And it tells me about the gray areas, that needs to be filled so far as these African countries is concerned. So for me, I am looking at not expanding just in Ghana. I'm looking at how best with the right resources we can also, capture some of these markets so that to prevent some of these people who come all the way from Congo, who come all the way from Liberia to Ghana to come and print. If we can establish businesses and print houses in there for them, it means that a lot of the business that they bring down here will be able to, capture their business. It's the same thing I did with Fonstyle in Hatch. I could have set up in Newtown, which is the print hub as far as Accra is concerned. But
that's true.
when you in and around Hatch, there wasn't any print house that was doing quality print, and also is able to offer a lot of services. Just 4 years ago, and then we started, we were able to create a niche for ourselves in Hatch. Stop a lot of people going to Newtown. You find some people going, but I can tell you that a lot of people now do not go to Newtown to get print because we are here to offer them the service. So there's a lot of gray areas in this other African countries. As I speak with you, there's a Lebanese friend of mine that is in Togo, and I buy print materials from here and send to him in Togo. So it tells you there's a lot of space when it comes to the print industry, not just in Ghana here, but in other African countries as well.
Cool, that's really good. So the next thing I would want to know is how you found Kwidex. How did you come by Kwidex?
Okay, so I got introduced to Kwidex from a friend, Nanaya Owusu. It's also Owusu like myself. Actually, I met him. He's a client to me. We collaborated on a lot of projects. We helped him meet a lot of his deliveries and his deliverables. So, one of our conversations about expanding and looking for people to come on board so that we can run this thing on the long while, he introduced me to Kwidex. So that's how I happened to know about Kwidex.
That's really good. It's good that we've got ambassadors that are spreading away.
All right. He spoke very highly of you guys and what you are doing at the place.
Yeah. We are trying to democratize lending and investment. So that's about it. I would want to know how much you want to raise in this particular project. How much are you looking at raising?
Okay, now I'm looking at 150,000 Ghana cedis.
150,000 Ghana cedis.
150,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay, 150,000 Ghana cedis. And what will it be used for?
Okay, so basically, like I said, one of the things we do is that over the years, some of the businesses that we do, because we don't have all the machines, we outsource. Okay. And what the challenge with that is that a lot of times you're not able to meet delivery timelines, because when you outsource, the person you outsource to also has jobs that they are doing. And so there are areas that we are not able to do in-house, but we get a lot of jobs in these areas. So these are the areas now we want to focus on and expand and get the machines in-house. So basically, one, we are looking at what you call it, a digitized embroidery machine.
Okay.
What we have is a 4-head digitized embroidery machine.
All right.
So we're one of the first companies. Let's say I was the first company to have started digital large format printing in and around Hacho.
Okay.
So what it means is that after operating for almost 3 years now, we need to expand by way of machines so that we can continue to expand and capture the market that is growing. So we also want to add another large format machine to the existing large format machine that we have. So it means that we have an existing large format machine that we have, but the market is going to the extent that now we need to add another one to be able to meet the demands, our delivery demands. Okay. We also have a digital machine, digital printing, laser printing machine that is a conical melter. And we want to add a Xerox digital and A3 Xerox digital machine to it, also to help us meet our customers' demands. And so these are two machines we are looking at. Also, we also want to fortify our how do I even say it? We want to also fortify our base when it comes to screen print. So there's a screen printing bag that is used in printing shirts. We are getting to the election time. Over the years, when I get some of these jobs, I sublet to customers and some of my suppliers to supply for me. And there's a lot of money that we lose in between that. If you're able to do some of these things in-house, what it means is that we keep all these monies to ourselves and then be able to expand more. So we're also looking at a screen printing vice. And it's all of these things I've mentioned comes with its accessories or things that you need to keep them running.
All right, okay.
So a part of this money is also going to help us acquire some of the accessories that is going to help run some of the systems that we want to install to boost, our production and inevitably also boost our sales.
Oh, that's really good. So if I hear you right, you want to get a 4-head embroidery machine, one large digital printer,
large format printing machine, yes.
and then an A3 Xerox machine, and then something for screen printing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good. How long do you think your project will take?
Okay, I am looking at 2 years.
24 months.
2 years, that you'll be able to raise this money, a favorable interest. 2 years, we'll be able to turn it around and pay off whoever helps us raise this money.
All right. Okay, that's good. Now to a bit about your clients. Who are some of your biggest clients? First of, how many clients do you have, and who are some of the biggest clients?
It's a tall list. It's a tall list. I don't know if our time will permit us to enumerate them, but it's a tall list. I can assure you of that.
Okay.
But just to mention a few, we deal extensively or work extensively for Johnson & Johnson Ghana. They are located in the Nestle Square airport. We've dealt extensively with Aviance Ghana. We dealt extensively with Samus Pharma Limited. We still deal with these people. I mean, we deal extensively with, or work extensively for Samus Pharma Limited and their Dragnet brand. We work for El Betel Prayer Center in Ho.
Okay.
Biggest clients, year in, year out. I mean, they bring us a lot of business by way of calendars, by way of, yearly books. I mean, I print for Dr. Amano of Crossroads Community Chapel. I publish books for him. Almost every year, I publish a book for him. And he's also among one of our recurrent customers.
Okay,
he's also the head of Berea Academy. Berea Academy, they also organize yearly seminars and conferences. So all their conference materials, all their printables, we handle that for them. I also work for Presby Women's Center in Abokobi. I mean,
you're right. The list is actually tall.
Yes. I mean, we work for Institute of Chartered Economists of Ghana. We work for the Presby Women Fellowship National.
Yes.
So their annual calendars and all of that, we handle it. From design to print.
All right.
So the list is very tall.
Yes, the list is actually a tall list.
And like I said, these lists I am mentioning to you can all be proven. I can send you invoices, current invoices from when I started dealing with them. I have all their data and everything we've been doing for them, designs that we've done for them. So this is not just mere talk or just mentioning or throwing names out there. I can give you contact details of each of these people we deal with to verify whether or not they deal with us or not, and our relationship with them.
Oh, that's fine. But let me pull you back a bit. So there are a lot of banks in the country. There are a lot of finance houses. Why would you want to use a platform like Kwidex to?
Now, for me, the first thing is affordability.
Okay.
For me, the first is affordability. For my research, I got to realize that, crowdfunding or working through companies like Kwidex helps you raise fairly, minimum interest for companies that are, trying to launch themselves or trying to expand. So that is the first thing that got me attracted to Kwidex, and also the less cumbersome, processes that crowdfunding sites will take somebody like me through. Because I say it all the time. If you look at me and what I do and how much I'm able to generate year in, year out, and then if I want to access a simple loan of just say a 30,000 from a bank, the process I have to go through and the tedious I have to go through, as compared to a government worker, that will take, say, probably 6 years or 4 years to pay that same amount of money. I will use probably a year to pay, but it will be difficult for me to raise the same amount of money, unlike a government worker. So the difficulty in accessing the traditional banks is one of the reasons why I want to go through Kwidex. You understand? Because, I keep on saying, we are going every day. As I speak with you, we are working. We need to meet customers' demands. And so we are looking at quick turnarounds when it comes to raising monies and trying to fund projects that will help expand the business so you don't lose customers.
Yeah, that's
basically the two main reasons why it is Kwidex for me.
Yeah, that's good. It means you are probably onto something. Okay, I think I've got something quite important. So with this particular project you are running, you want to run, what's the type of risk associated with it? What's the potential risk associated with it? What can go wrong?
Well, just like every business, and just to be a realistic business person, I always say that it is wrong to assume that in everything you want to do, there is no risk. I mean, there's always a bit of risk. But for me, I take solace in the fact that this is a going concern. This is not a project that is now going to start. Whatever expansion I want to do, I am already doing it. What it means is that I'm already generating income. What it means is that I am already liquid. So I keep on saying that for me, anytime I look out for funding, I look at what my existing systems can deliver. Existing systems, if the new system do not even bring in a person, can my existing systems help me pay off? You understand me? So these are things for me I look at. And I can confidently tell you that even without the addition of this project, I believe that the systems I have in place now should in itself be able to sustain this deal. Now we come to the potential of the new addition. Tell you what, from my experience, any new machine that you add improves sales. I can show you that from when I started with no machine to when I had, and the increment as and when I added the machines, or the increment as I began to install systems that will generate more income. The risk associated is machine breakdowns. Machine breakdowns. That you buy a particular machine and you expect it to work, say, within a year before you start servicing, and then it starts to break down, you get continuous breakdown. This is one of the high risks. The other risk is working for clients and them not meeting their payment, payment deadlines as and when they promise. So over the years, one thing I have also done is that now, at first we were doing zero funding for projects. I mean, when a client brings projects, we're able to deliver and pick payments, but now we stop all of that because of our experience with some of the clients. So we have certain clients that we work with, dealt with them over the years. They don't feel when it comes to their payments, so we work with them. We have payment terms with them. But a lot of the clients, they pay before we deal with them.
Okay, that's fine. And also, I think there's something wrong with your camera. Can you check it and see? Like turn it off and turn it back on.
I can see myself.
Okay. Are you moving?
Yes, you can see me.
It looks like it's frozen. But anyway,
is it okay?
No, you don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Because it's stationary, so.
It's stationary, okay.
Yeah. So like I was saying, one of the things I also do is that when I'm buying these machines, when you buy the machines and you go for warranty machines, the prices are a bit high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what I do is that at least for every new machine I buy, I go for at least 1 year service warranty.
Okay, that's good. That's one
so that the manufacturer, the sales people, it will entail sales, repairs, and replacement of essential parts for the first 1 year of operation of the machine.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's nice.
So even though there are risks associated with this, these are some of the things I also put in place to ensure that the risks are reduced to its barest minimum.
All right. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I would want to wrap up this particular session. I mean, it's been a pleasure. Okay. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I mean, I really hope we could find a million others like you in Ghana who are actually doing like serious business, So I mean, things can move faster for everybody. But
what is happening in the business.
All right, cool. That's really good. That's really important.
But they know periodically, month in, month out, what is happening in the business, and then they know how their monies are being used.
All right, okay. That's great. All right. I think it's time to wrap up. It's been so nice talking to you, Bright. At the latter part of the call, you froze, but it's okay. Once you can hear your voice, I mean, it's fine. So yeah, that was Bright from Fonstyle Group. If his message resonates with you, I think you should go ahead and find him on the Kwidex platform. I'll put the link somewhere there, and then you can find it. And then you can fund this project. Always remember to keep in mind your risk appetite, because lending can be risky. In fact, lending and investing as a business is risky business. So always keep that in mind before you decide to take a dive. Catch you soon.